What's good, YouTube? Right around the corner is maybe one of the most underlooked sets. And this is Duelist Saga, and we have 40 brand new cards being announced to the TCG, along with 60 reprints. I think it is super exciting, and the set's going to contain 100 ultra rare cards, and each pack apparently will come with 3 cards new to the TCG and 2 reprints. So the reprints are actually going to be the harder cards to get in your packs, and the only announced cards so far are kind of vague. Diabound Colonel is actually one of the confirms, and we'll get to it later after we get to 2 huge announcements. And then Dark Magician, Blue Eye, Cyber Dragon, Stardust, Black Rose, all in this brand new ultra rare Rarity, which is something that actually every other play seems to have overlooked, because if we go on over here, we can actually see that at the very bottom of this page, it says that it's in a brand new, all different ultra rare technology, all new, all different. That's crazy. So we have a new rarity for this entire pack. I hope it looks great. Definitely looking forward to seeing what it looks like. No, Platinum Rare number 2. But I actually like Platinum Rares, just everyone else doesn't. So let's go ahead and talk about the brand new cards announced here. And this is from Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! The first one is Elemental Hero Honesty Neos. Warrior effect, level 7, attack slash defense 2500 slash 2000. During either player's turn, guess what? Honesty Neos is literally an honest for heroes. You can discard this card, then target a hero monster you control. But instead of like gaining the opponent's monster's attack, it just gains 2500 attack till the end of the turn. So that's actually a lot more absurd in a lot of situations, because you're just, bam, here's 2500 extra attack. It's not very often in the current format that you would see Honest add more than 2500 attack or need to. Then, during either player's turn, you can discard 1 hero monster if this card gains attack equal to the discarded monster's attack. Until the end of this turn, you can only use each effect of Elemental Hero Honesty Neos once per turn. So that would appear to be the new Neos monster, because instead of having Elemental Hero Neos, it's a Neos monster, and that's what it is. That's crazy. It seems actually pretty darn good. And I wonder what this will do for kind of the old school hero players, if it'll actually do something for the deck, or if it'll just be, you know, another thing. Like, I think having that attack boost could be really big for them. And the more important card, perhaps, this is also in the Duelist Saga, it seems. Darklord Ukobak. He's a level 3. Attack is 700, defense 1000. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send a Darklord card from your deck to the graveyard. Any Darklord card. That means the spells slash traps to utility for the big guys, or you can send the monsters themselves and maybe get extra utility for a soul charge or revival card. It's just overall a huge utility for the deck that, very importantly, can't be normal summon. Also, it's a level 3, which kind of goes with the synergy of some of the rank 3 strategies the deck has. Alongside a lot of Darklord players play the Terror Top Attack and Tomborg engine. So he kind of just fits right in with his level as well. Should be very interesting to see how these 2 cards integrate into the format alongside the new Duelist Saga cards overall. But just both of these cards are so exciting. And I think the set is being heavily underlooked overall. Like, we're about to have 40 new cards, and we don't know what a lot of them are. And then on top of that, we have 60 reprints. A lot of people are calling for Sanctum, but I don't think Sanctum's going to be in here. It's based off of the characters of the show. That's why it's Duelist Saga. And I have to think a lot of it's going to be focused on the show. If we actually go back over here, we'll see that it actually, I believe, mentions Bakura and Mai somewhere, so I believe there is a Harpy card slated. Duelist Saga also has 60 more cards that span the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, featuring memorable cards from the various series, the tournament scene from each era of Yu-Gi-Oh, and sometimes both. Each Duelist Saga box contains 3 mini packs with 5 cards each for a total of 15 cards. So very Gold Series-ish. This is kind of what's replaced our actual reprint Gold Series set this year, since the movie pack Gold was printed. Appearing for the first time in Duelist Saga, all new cards. So I believe somewhere it mentions, yeah, actually right here, new cards used by Mai and Bakura in the original series, including the often requested Dialbound Colonel from Bakura's duel against Kaiba. So if you don't know what Dialbound Colonel is, here is another card from Duelist Saga, and I don't know how this is going to fit in. It's a level 5 fiend, has a very cool look, of course. When this card declares an attack, it gains 600 attack. During either player's turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses attack equal to this card's attack, then banish this card until the standby phase of the next turn. This attack decrease lasts until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Just kind of something for collectors to have, I suppose. I think these two cards are way more relevant, the Darklord and the Neos, but it should be just interesting to see what the other 37 newer cards are. So as we keep reading, so we can kind of speculate what's coming here. The power to unleash any of the Sacred Beast from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in any deck and draw an extra 2 cards per turn if you do so. We know some of the new card slots are going to be also taken up by Sacred Beast cards. At least one. Yusei's Secret Ace Synchro Monster, whose existence was revealed in Yu-Gi-Oh's 5D, but never called into action in our timeline. The terrifying influence of Dawn 1000, the ultimate foe from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Perform death-defying dueling feats and get rewarded with extra draws every time you do, with a card that brings the excitement of Yuya's dual trainer style dueling from Arc V. So it seems like we're getting some draw power from, and again, we're mentioning every single series, so I seriously doubt we're going to see something that's like Sanctum, but maybe something like Crystal Wing would be a lot more speculation since it has to do with the show. Brand new attack spells! Spells like Dark Magic Attack that represent the signature moves of famous monsters have always been a hit with fans, and more are on the way in Duelist Saga, covering monsters from every series. So it looks like we're going to get support for every single deck, which could be huge for the Dark Magician players, since that is a current deck. Maybe the Blue Eyes players as well. So it looks like a lot of the new cards, even though, you know, there's the Darklord card right here, it's going to be more like this Neos card. It's going to be show support. So a lot of you guys hoping for like Sanctum and that kind of stuff. I don't think we'll see it, but maybe it's a possibility. But again, I just wanted to highlight Duelist Saga. It's by far the most underlooked set, and it's starting to get rumblings. A lot of people are starting to talk about it, starting to look forward, being like, maybe they'll release the ban list with this. And, you know, it's... I wouldn't speculate because of this set we're getting a ban list. Like, everybody's just looking for a reason for the ban list to hit. I think, if anything, it'll have to do with the 3 events that are coming up altogether. 3 of premier events on one day on March 18th. But what do you guys think of these cards? I'm actually kind of most excited out of the 3 like cards that are already announced for him. And let me make sure I didn't miss something. I believe Dawn 1000 probably should be announced. No, Dawn 1000 isn't here. But Cosmic Synchro Monster, Number Monster that we don't know. Maybe another Utopia Monster, or it's just Utopia. We probably don't know yet. But for sure confirmed is Dark Magician, Blue Eye, Cyber Dragon, Stardust, and Black Rose in this new Ultra Rarity. Again, cross our fingers that it looks real nice. So I'll go ahead and link Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! Down below for being the source for these 2 cards. Very, very interesting that they were able to get a hold of this information. They seem to be ahead on a lot of things, and it's always awesome to check in with them. But huge news here. I believe the Neos is the collector card more so, and we might actually see this incept into Darklords, but of course Darklords struggle in the current meta, so it should be interesting to see what it does for them, because they're like on the outside looking in right now and barely not there. Barely. So this is a little push towards them. And man, I don't know about the collector cards, guys. Like, I'm always a duelist, but I do collect, so like, I don't want to spend my money, but if the ultra rares look real nice, we're spending our money. But thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to another Duelist Saga card. My bad, we almost missed out. I saw this was announced a bit ago. Cordero actually talked about this. This is Necroid Synchro. Spell card. Banish 1 tuner and up to 2 non-tuners from your graveyard, minimum 1. And if you do special summon from your extra deck, 1 Stardust Synchro monster whose levels equal the total levels of those banished monsters, but it has its effects negated. The special summon is also treated as a Synchro summon. Effects negated. I could see that it could help Synchro decks, though. A lot, but yeah, this is Code of the Duelist announcement. So we have 3 cards here announced for our Duelist Saga here that we didn't know about, and then also Dawn Thousand should be among them, and then Diabound. And just as an ending note here, the terrifying influence of Dawn Thousand, the ultimate foe from Yu-Gi-Oh's Exile. It says influence, so I don't know that Dawn Thousand himself will be there. I couldn't really find a card for Dawn Thousand. I was looking around, all I could find is stuff like this Wikia page that was actually talking about like him and his etymology, and then all I found were other Dawn Thousand cards when I searched for him. So very confusing to me. I would think it would just be in monster, but then I read back through and it's like influence, so I'm highly thinking that it's going to be this, the contract of Dawn Thousand, but not confirmed at all. But this card is actually the nuts. When this card is activated, each player loses 1,000 life points, and if they do, each player draws a card. Each player reveals and keeps revealed the cards drawn by this effect, and all cards drawn while this card is face up on the field. While a player or players is revealing a spell card by this effect, they cannot normal summon or set monsters. You can only activate one of these contracts with 1,000 per turn. Whoa. So I would feel like this is the influence, but again, not confirmed. Just something to speculate on, as the terrifying influence of Dawn Thousand, the ultimate foe from Yu-Gi-Oh's Exile, is highlighted on the official Konami site here. So let me know what you guys think of what's going on here, and if you're excited for Duelist Saga, if you're excited for brand new Ultimate Rares, what you guys think of all the new cards that I mentioned throughout this, such as our new Darklord card and our new Neos, our Honest Neos, as well as that ending with our little buddy here, the Necroid Synchron. Thanks for watching, guys.